Right now you're listening to my voice. But in a few seconds, another voice will start talking. The strange part? That voice is yours. You probably talked to yourself today. Maybe you said, "Where did I put my keys?" While the keys were literally in your hand. Or maybe you looked in the mirror and whispered, "Come on, you've got this." It sounds a little strange, but here's the shocking truth. If humans suddenly lost the ability to talk to themselves, we'd probably become worse at making decisions, solving problems, controlling our emotions, and even planning for the future. So why does your brain keep talking when nobody else is listening? The answer goes back hundreds of thousands of years. And it's much stranger than you think. Imagine your brain as a company. Your eyes collect information. Your ears gather reports. Your memory stores old files. Your emotions constantly interrupt the meeting. But who's running the whole operation? That's your inner voice. Talking to yourself is basically your brain holding a staff meeting. Sometimes it's productive. Sometimes it's complete chaos. One part says, "Let's start exercising tomorrow." Another part quietly replies, "You also said that yesterday." Somehow, the meeting ends with pizza. Here's where things get fascinating. Babies aren't born with an inner voice. At first, children say almost every thought out loud. The red block goes here. "Where's my teddy? I'm hungry." Psychologists believe that as children grow, those spoken words slowly move inside their minds. Eventually, the conversation becomes silent. What was once spoken out loud becomes the voice inside your head. In a way, your brain learned to have private conversations with itself. Now scientists have discovered something surprising. People who quietly talk themselves through a task often perform better. Athletes do it before taking a penalty kick. Chess players do it while planning several moves ahead. Surgeons use it during difficult operations. Even astronauts have been known to talk themselves through complex procedures in space. It's like giving your brain a GPS. First, do this. Then that. Stay calm. Compare that with "Ayawa." One strategy works a little better than the other. But if talking to yourself is so useful, why does it sometimes feel like your brain is arguing with itself? Because, in a way, it is. Different systems in your brain can pull you in different directions. One part wants to save money. Another part wants to order that delicious pizza. One part wants to study. Another suddenly decides scrolling videos sounds like a much better idea. Your inner voice acts like a referee, helping you weigh your options before making a choice. It doesn't always win, but at least it shows up. Here's an even stranger fact. Research suggests that talking to yourself using your own name, like, "Emily, you've got this," can sometimes help you stay calmer under pressure. It's almost like giving advice to a friend instead of getting trapped inside your own emotions. A tiny change in words, but a surprisingly powerful difference. And here's something most people don't realize. Not everyone experiences an inner voice the same way. Some people think mostly in words. Others think in vivid pictures. Some experience feelings or mental images instead of a constant voice. Your brain has more than one language. Words are just one of them. So, does talking to yourself mean you're crazy? Not at all. For most people, it's a completely normal and healthy part of thinking. It helps organize ideas, practice conversations, solve problems, remember important things, and control emotions. Without it, your thoughts might feel like a browser with 50 tabs open, and somehow music is playing, but nobody knows where it's coming from. So the next time you catch yourself whispering, "Don't forget the milk," or quietly saying, "You can do this," don't feel embarrassed. You're using one of humanity's oldest mental tools, a silent conversation that helps transform scattered thoughts into clear decisions. And maybe that's the most incredible part. The most important conversation you'll ever hear is the one nobody else can hear. If your brain is talking, who's actually listening? If you enjoyed uncovering this mystery, there's another fascinating question waiting for you. Why do humans bite their nails? The answer is far stranger than you think.